Hey YouTube, Jim from Tech Lovin'. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a video, but I've been busy in the summer, so I've also been busy with building PCs. But I'll just show you a couple. I'm just doing a stress test on an i9 12900K. It's been going on for about, I'm going to say, an hour. So it's overclocked. This is the highest temperature. Well, 85 is the highest right here. I'm using Cinebench R20 for this. My voltage, my load voltage is 1.27 volts on the V-Core. This is even though it's a Z790, it's a DDR4 board rather than a DDR5. I have the PL1 and PL2 power limits right here at their maximum 4,095 watts. I've had no, this is actually our package power, what we're pushing, 230 watts. Yeah, so our uncore ratio, not our, sorry, our ring ratio is 4.3 gigahertz. I'm going to push that a little bit higher. Our E-cores are at 3.9, 3.8. They're set at 3.9 in the BIOS, and we're at 5.1 all-core overclock on that. I'll just take you over here. So while I'm doing that, there's R20 that's running. Those are my scores over here. And we'll just let that run. So what I wanted to show you today is Nvidia's best graphics card they ever put out. And that is the GTX 1080 Ti. Let me get a little closer here. So there's the die, the GP102. This is an Asus card, I believe. Let me look. It is, yes, is an Asus Strix card. So I'm just repasting it. Didn't touch the thermal pads, but all this right here is all steel. The whole thing. It's all metal. And the memory is underneath that. You can see the thermal pad right in there. And there's the, there's the thickness of the thermal pad here. Really high quality thermal pads. Pretty impressive. It's just a great card. There was actually, right in here, you could see that these cards at one time may have come with a BIOS switch for your performance mode, and then your just optimized mode, I guess they would call it, the O. This one doesn't have the switch installed. Dual 8 pins. I'll show you some other neat stuff on this card. And really easy to take apart. So, let me turn it this way here. Help you out. There's actually two PWM fan connectors on it. Of course, the RGB and the fan connectors. And there's an additional RGB connector, that red one right there. And it's straight JRGB, so it's 12 volt RGB. And the two PWM fan connectors, which you can hook up your system fans to, and they'll run on the heat of the graphics card rather than the heat of the CPU. You don't see many cards that have that now. Of course, this one has DVI, along with 2 DisplayPort and 2 HDMI in the back. It also has RGB. Sorry. in here. You can see it in behind there. Well, I just replaced this because you can replace it. I don't know what it's called. It's tubing, but it's solid. But this is, whoops, this is what I replaced. So it gets hard and it gets brittle. And sometimes when you see a graphics card and it's only going partially the way across, you can see how long this is. It means this stuff needs to be replaced. So I've done it on one graphics card before and it worked great. And I just did it on this one. So there's one on the top and there's one on the bottom. So this is the old stuff. And that new stuff has been replaced. So anyway, that's what a great card. Nvidia will never make that mistake again to put out the 1080 Ti. It's too good a card. And you know, it's still relevant today. You can still game with this card very easily. So I'm just testing some motherboards. These are B550 MSI Tomahawks. And that's the way I test, you know, a cooler from 25 years ago here. Just sitting on there, but it's got a big copper base on it. Your standard run-of-the-mill graphics card, same with the power supply. So I set up windows and everything right here before they go in whatever case I put them in. I'm testing some 5700 X3Ds. I have a couple of those and 2 of these motherboards. I'm done now. That's finished. So yeah, that's how I do it, right on the bench right there. Yeah, there's the rig, by the way. That's being tested right now. See if you can actually see that. You're not going to be able to see it, but that's, yeah, that says Tech Love, and I know it's really hard to see. Can't see it in there. But anyway, so, yeah, I've got a, yes, this is my basement. That's where I am. So that's a 13700 right there. And that's an Asama 205 case. I believe that one has a 4070. It may have a 3090. I'm not sure. Let's look. May have a 3080 too. It has a 3080 Ti in here. All solid state drives. And then there's a 12600K right here. And what else have I got? Oh, 7900 X3D is right here. And that has a, I don't know what the graphics card is in there. Let's see if we can see through this. Turn it around. Oh, too hard to see. Don't know. And then we have a, I don't even know what's under here. That is a 5900X. And that is turning into a 5700 X3D. I'm just going to replace the CPU. Only because in testing, the 5700 X3D is actually faster than the 5900X in gaming. And this is an 11600K, I believe. I don't know, I don't have it marked. So that's bad. Yeah, I just bought this case. Let me get, this is usually my bench supply. It's a Lee, and it's just a ITX power supply, but it's I basically run everything with it. 750 watts. I mean, literally everything. Doesn't matter what it has no issues at all. So this is a Lee Lamborghini edition case. I know it's just the box, but it's a box inside a box. It's absolutely beautiful. And then I have a Lee 011 Vision under here. And yeah, I've got lots of nice cases. I kind of like the nice cases. And there's another I don't know what's under that black thing. I can't remember. I got too much. Too much going on. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see that. There's just not enough light down here. But I have a 4070 Super Founders Edition. I have a couple of 3080 Ti Founders Edition. 6700 XT. What a great card that is. Some 3080s, some 3090s. Got a couple of 3090s. All scheduled to go in builds. This was a build I did for my customer, one of my customers. It's Corsair 5000D or 7000D. It was a beautiful build. It's a 5900X. Yes, 5900X with a 3080 Ti in it. But I don't know what happened, but look what he did to the side of this thing. Yeah, it was, it got hammered pretty hard. I don't know. Apparently he said, yeah, I'm not even going to say what he said, but yeah, it got hammered pretty hard. So he traded this in on a 7800 X3D with a 4080 Super. So yeah, good trade for him. I took it back at a pretty good price. So yeah, that's what we got going here. So I just have to put thermal, and the really nice part about this, and I'll just bring this up here. Whoop, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there was 5, 6. Yeah, there was 8 or 9 screws total to take this 1080 Ti apart. That's it. That's all there was. So that was pretty impressive too. So I've cleaned all these with alcohol, cleaned the fans, cleaned the fins. Even this is heavy. It's just, you know, there's lots of weight to it, so it's, yeah. Even the PCB is actually heavier than this is. This is not as heavy as the PCB part, this one right here. So, yeah, pretty impressive. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got for you for today. Although maybe I'll do another video of thermal pasting this and getting it all together. Although, no, I'm probably going to do it now so I don't have time, because I use my iPad. That's how I'm doing this. I don't do it with anything else. And I'm totally not monetized. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do another video soon, probably later this week. I won't do one every day, but we can talk about what's going on in the world of PC computing. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.